What's up, fight fans? This is JD of Bvtnews, and y'all know I got to give y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. With that being said, man, let's talk about the supposed reports that are surfacing that we are now really officially not going to get Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford II. Now, you have numerous media outlets that are now reporting that it is official, that the fight is off. And it's due to supposedly a number of reasons. One being that Errol Spence Jr. just had cataract surgery, which would put him on another layoff, before he could really truly go through, about an 8-week to 10-week training camp. So, we also saw a bit of a back and forth on social media, with, Errol Spence Jr., saying that, he wants Terence Crawford to, get out of his feelings and still make the fight. Bud, says that he's chasing greatness, especially after we're hearing that Canelo Alvarez is legitimately looking at him as a potential opponent. But right now, this is all very intriguing, and I am one of those skeptical observers of the sport of boxing, and I still don't really rule out that we will get the second bout between Spence and Crawford. I've maintained all along that I believe that for the second bout, due to how it went in the first one, that you have to drum up some level of interest. You've got to get yourself in the headlines. And I would not be surprised if this could potentially still be some kind of ploy to kind of stir things up and for both of them to still fight down the line. Now, I will say the only wrinkle in all of this is if we truly get confirmation that Canelo Alvarez really wants to face off against Terence Crawford. Because that would be a bout that would absolutely trump anything that, Terence Crawford could do other than facing off against Canelo Alvarez. That would be the number one bout in the sport of boxing. It would be a highly intriguing bout, even though you got Bud going up from 147 to 168. It would put the whole boxing world on pause. So if it is really legitimate that Canelo Alvarez and his team are really serious about Terence Crawford, that is the only thing I suspect that would deter a Spence versus Crawford 2 happening in 2024. So even though right now reports are surfacing that they potentially are not going to face off, remember that in boxing, things are oftentimes fluid. Remember how long it took for us to get the first bout between the two of them. 1 minute they were negotiating, 1 minute they weren't. 1 minute Errol Spence was mad, then Bud was mad. You name it. It went back and forth until finally, Bud was able to get away from Top Rank, and they were able to really sit down and agree on a contract. So even right now, there might be some frustration on Bud's part. You got Errol Spence trying to get his healthiest. I still don't rule out that in 2024 we will get the bout. So sometimes take some of these reports with a grain of salt. Just because right now, at the beginning of February, it's feeling like the fight is off, it does not mean that we might not get to June or July and suddenly the fight is back on. So as of right now, man, let's keep our eyes open, ears listen to the street as to what could potentially happen in the coming months. But as for right now, it is off. But of course, that is fluid and can change. Let me know in the comments what you think about this fight being off right now. Do you think we really don't get it in 2024? Or do you think this is just where it's at right now, after Spence having the cataract surgery? But let me know what you think in the comments. This is JD of Bvtnews. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll keep giving y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. And with that being said, man, I'm out.